in March 2017, I was with a colleague. We were on plain clothes, and we were asked to go to Bournemouth Town Centre. And as we were walking back, someone shouted out something to me. You know, it was quite unacceptable with what he said. So I went up to him. He decided to punch me in the face, first of all. As I tried to grab him, he punched me again in the face, in my nose, causing it to bleed. However, on the second punch, I felt myself getting dragged backwards onto the ground and a lot of pain in my hand. What I didn't know at the time was that his girlfriend had dragged me as I was getting punched, and she actually stamped on my head. It was a survival mode because I'd just been punched in the face twice by someone who clearly didn't want to be arrested, and someone who wanted a fight, who wanted to hurt me or hurt the police. It was I guess my body was saying, if I stay down, I'm going to get severely beaten. What actually happened is when I got pulled back, as I went down, I put my hand out to stop me falling, and my thumb actually got pulled back. And when I went back to Poole Hospital, they said that I'd done quite significant ligament damage. I had to have my hand in a brace for a number of weeks. There was a possibility I would need to have surgery. Thankfully, after time, I didn't need to have surgery, but the impact of what had happened, it didn't just affect my work life, where I couldn't type, I couldn't go out, I was office bound, but it was also my family life at home. I had a 3-year-old daughter at the time. I couldn't pick her up because it was in too much pain. I couldn't help around the house. I just felt pretty redundant, to be honest, all because I was just doing my job. After you have time to think about it, you realise how dangerous the job can be, how dangerous the job shouldn't be, but it actually is. And it's not just me who it affects, it's everyone who I know, really. It affects my wife, it affects my child at the time, it affects my mum, my dad, because I tell them what's happening, and they're ultimately going to worry about when I next go into work. What would I say? What would I say to them if I saw them? I really don't know what I would say. However, you know, I'm sure at some point in their life they're going to call the police, they're going to ring 999, they're going to ask for help, and ultimately the police will be there to help them, because that's what we do, we help people. Ultimately this is just a uniform, isn't it? Maybe they don't know who I am underneath this uniform, they don't know that I've got a life outside of the police, and how, you know, their actions are going to affect my family, my friends, everyone who cares about me. That'd be what I'd ask him. I'd ask him why. Why do you feel it's acceptable that you feel you can go and do that? Because, like I said before, when you need help, we'll be there.